Hello, beautiful people. Happy new month.
Happy new month and welcome to Fuse Unbothered.
That's right. This is Fuse Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. We are super excited to be starting off this particular episode
as a new month. Yes,
of the month.
Happy
Cheers,
new month. This is November.
Super excited, but I'm surprised. The year just feels like it's running.
It doesn't feel like
we were saying Happy New Year just a couple of months back.
And now we're
look
about
where
to
we
start
are
saying
now.
Merry Christmas.
Come on. I don't know how I feel, but I'm excited because
it's good. It feels good. It feels good. But also, this is the period where we get to spend a lot of money,
right? And with the state of the currency right now, with Naira being, 800 Naira to $1, it's really scary. I'm not gonna
trust
lie.
me, it's scary. And we also hear that the Central Bank of Nigeria is about to revamp the Naira, and there'll be a change in currency from 200 Naira, 500 Naira, and 1,000 Naira notes. And there are speculations that they might be introducing some new notes. I hear there might be introduction of 2,000, 5,000 Naira, and 10,000 Naira notes.
Wow.
We don't know if that is true, but as a speculation. You know what, guys? We have so many things to talk about, but when we get back from the break, we'll load them. Load deep. If you must that, turn up the volume.
That's
all
right.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Fuse Unbothered.
All right, AB, I just think that it was really funny, or maybe not funny, honestly, it really wasn't funny that, in the month of October, there just seemed to be like, there were a lot of breakups.
Marriage,
people were breaking up from relationships. People were, ending marriages.
I mean, it was countless. At some time, it felt like almost all the contents we're going to talk about there must be one couple that was either separating. And also, I mean, while people were separating, the Oni of Ife was loading himself with,
I don't want to say what I'm saying. Okay, but it's just weird because very recently we also had the story of Scales, Nigerian singer who came out, and then we saw that he had unfollowed his wife who he recently married sometime back in 2021.
Just barely over a year marriage.
A year in marriage.
It seems to be rocky right now.
Exactly, that's exactly what's going on. So he unfollows her from Instagram, and then also he posts on his story saying it's very important for you not to marry a heartless person. He goes ahead to talk about people, to talk to people, asking them to pray for his mental health. And all this is happening amidst the fact that he's also mourning his mom. His mom. So I mean, this is we
saw that he actually reposted what his wife posted. She posted her condolences to her mother-in-law, which is
her late mother-in-law,
mom. And apparently Skills was not having it because he posted that this is not who you are in real life. Stop posting this.
Stop doing this for the gram.
Yeah, for the gram. You're not this sympathetic about this issue. So we can only understand and deduce from this post that there's most likely going to be some rifts that is surrounding the loss of Skills' mother. Probably, I mean, we do not want to make any insinuation, but we just hope that they are able to resolve this. But I think that most importantly, if a man is coming out to say, pray for my mental health, it's something to actually be worried about. I just hope that people around Skills are actually taking it very seriously and are showing him all the love that he deserves, because I mean, losing your mother and having a rocky marriage,
at the same time. I remember sometime late last year he was talking about how he was battling depression. And this was right. He said, I tried to handle my depression before I finally chose to get married. So it means this is something that having to deal with mental health issues for him is not happening for the first time, and this is now happening at the same time that he's having troubles with his marriage.
Skills has really been someone that is very open when it comes to challenges he's dealing with. I remember one time he was always talking about his music and how it was affecting him, that he was not getting the numbers he wanted.
That's exactly what he was referring to. That
moving on from Skills, let's go to another artist who never ceases to amazes us by being on the news, but this time is something that we have to talk about in a different way, and that's we're talking about who?
Multina, share happiness.
Fuse Unpotted.
Portable, Zazu.
Portable. But before I move on to Portable, I just want to say at this point, condolences, to Skills and his entire family. And we're just saying, may the soul of your mother rest in peace. And, we do hope that you find, a way to solve, peace. And then, of course, some form of agreement and
with your wife.
Yes, honestly,
scary, right?
Yeah, I know.
Let's get back to Zazu's story. So Portable has been performing back to back in Europe. Apparently it's an Europe tour for him. He has been going to a lot of countries and states, and and I love Portable. Right now I'm loving the guy because regardless of what people rain down on him in terms of insults, abuse, trolls and all that, man is making his money. You know what I'm saying? So Portable actually made a video trying to debunk any false claims that might come up later on, and I like the fact that he did it on the spot. Apparently, because of some security issues that happened in the show in Italy, the promoters were not able to provide enough security at that venue, and my man heard gunshots. And as a street boy, all the way from the trenches in Nigeria, Baba did not enter the hall. He said, please, until you guys said,
no cover your face. Yeah. Go to show now. Yeah, you ready? Yeah, because now rubbish now go to talk tomorrow. Say, now so they collect una money, they no do show.
Sorry, see.
Hey, Sanfa. Now una cosa mo. You hear?
See.
I come Italy. Around 2 before now come carry me for airport now almost 2 hours. Now they do so before now pull me for room almost 2 hours, another 2 hours again.
You refuse to come out from
now still come perform. They come carry me 3:30 midnight.
That was the delay.
Before we reach show almost 5 o'clock. I bet which I want perform Ogu kill you.
They still gonna shoot gun. They shoot bottle.
Shoot gun.
Because they may go there.
Now go where they shoot gun. Now money make them spray.
It's only normal for you to be scared in a country.
But why is Portable afraid? I thought Portable was a gangster. Go there and fight now.
Hello, gangster, Duelegba and gangster.
What are you talking about? Come on. So which gangster is better now?
I didn't did yet.
Oh, okay.
So one of the promoters was present while he was making the video, and he was stating for a fact that before they changed the story and the dynamics of what was going on, that is why he's making that video. And I kind of like the fact that he did that. Then later on, his management brought out a comprehensive press statement stating the reason why he could not perform at that place, regardless of the fact that they had paid him. And he said to them, you have paid me and your money, Otilo.
I just have one question. Portable, why are you running?
So, the back and forth started from the fact that they did not come to pick him early enough at the hotel, and when they came to pick him, there was little or no security, and when he got to the venue, he was hearing gunshot, and the place was already rowdy.
I just had to say this at this point. Of course, I completely understand. I'm just joking.
Yeah, I know.
But it's Portable. Portable always has these things around here.
Yeah,
this is not the first time.
That's why I like the fact that he was able to make the video on the spot.
Truly. This time around, he says, we're always hearing stories about me. That I did this, I did that. He always appears like he doesn't care what people say about him. But this time around, he decided to take a different approach and say, let me come out straight from the beginning and tell them that this is exactly what's going on here. And I feel like he's actually right. For the first time ever, I'm actually taking
I don't think
I feel like Portable is saying the truth in this.
I don't think it's wise for any artist to jeopardize or risk their lives. When you hear gunshots and you still want to go and perform,
please,
only just remove it. That happened recently too in the US, where Ashake was about to perform, and we heard that one of his security guard was disarmed with his gun, and Baba to his heels.
Life first.
I'm telling you, life first. Let's get on the short break, and when we get back, we'll give you more tea. See Fuse Unbothered, brought to you by our front and personal. Don't move. Holla.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta. Be your best.
Multina, Share happiness.
Fuse Unpotted.
Welcome back, guys. This is still Fuse Unpotted, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. We've talked about so much, but there's still a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Maybe,
we're
you know how we're talking?
Now.
Yes, we're talking about love. We always talk about love. Love is such a big deal. Love is beautiful. Everybody wants to be in love.
Is it now?
Everybody wants to be in love. Some people are getting out of love, but more people still want to get to be in love in marriages and relationships.
Do you want to get in love now?
What do you mean?
Oh, I know you love God. I know. Don't even play that.
No. I mean, I want to get married, and my marriage is going to work.
Yeah, of course. Yes, I agree with you. Amen to that.
Amen. So now we're looking at a particular person who comes out, on social media to ask a question. Now, this is about red flags in relationships, especially as they're leading into marriages. Because with a high rate of divorce, it's very important to, consider a lot of things before people actually choose to settle down.
Yes, apart from health issues.
Apart from health issues.
And medical issues, yeah.
Which is a very big deal.
Yeah.
But this particular person says, I just called off my wedding because my fiancé has a nonchalant attitude. Now she says, this guy hasn't dropped one penny and the wedding is in 3 days. He keeps saying his money is in fixed deposit and he will refund me. I spoke to a counselor and decided to call it off. Hope I did the right thing.
Hello, there's no fixed deposit, anything. There is no money.
Wow.
There is she.
Lies that men tell.
She did not day. Because I don't understand. It is your wedding. As much as every woman or young lady desires to have a fairy tale, happily ever after kind of wedding and ceremony, so also should a man. I mean, for someone you love and share intimacy with and you want to spend the rest of your life with, 3 days to your wedding, you're saying there's no money, he's in fixed deposit. Where did they fix it? You need to come out with evidence. Come on, man. I like the fact that she's actually going to call it off. Trust me, because it's never going to end. It's always going to be one excuse after the other.
This is very serious. Honestly.
And she had to say a counselor.
I like the fact that you're a guy saying this because, I mean, you're not trying to take sides and be like,
no, I'm not taking sides. I'm not taking sides.
This is very obvious. And she says, I hope I did the right thing. I just want to say to you, yes, you did the right thing. It's obvious that you're doing the right thing.
She called it off.
She called off the wedding.
Well,
she already did.
Might not be exactly the right thing to call it off entirely. So now I'm not being partial. Wait, chill first. I just feel like maybe, well, she saw a counselor, and the counselor said that she should call it off. I think she's taking the advice of the counselor, and she's still asking. That means she has some level of she's still skeptical.
Love. This is love.
Yes, it's maybe like she can just put the wedding on pause and just put some condition
while waiting
place
for the fixed deposit money to come out.
Well, if there is actually a money, if there's actually a fixed deposit that we're talking about and it's real, I mean, but calling it off in totality is sketchy because you are the one that has gone to send Ivy and all that. You get me? But hold up, because this one you're looking at.
I'm very interested. No. I'm very interested in what you have to say. So if you say Ivy,
I mean, what I would just say is just like slow it down and just postpone.
My dear friend, my dear sister, the truth is that guy doesn't have that money.
Yes,
there's no such thing as fixed deposit.
There's no money anyway.
In my own opinion, this is how I see it. And I feel like if you didn't call it off, you were about to just walk into a financial trap that you would have to bear for almost the rest of your life. So I feel like you made the right decision.
This sounds like when someone asks you for money, they say, I'm trying to pay for something now and my account is not working. Sharply send me 30K. Hello. Thank you guys for hanging out with us till this time. You know how we do it. The crew here, Fuse Unpotted. Do not forget to join the family. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Fuse on YouTube. All right, follow us on Instagram. Also, Fuse Local. Hey, link up with your voice of Daddy. Holla at AV_Akins.
And you'll find me on Instagram at Gabby.GabbyDuel to follow, guys.
And from all of us here in the studio, guys,
stay fused.
It's crazy.
Upfront and Personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.